the situation of the current negotiations and the status of the negotiations. Deputy Prime Minister has briefed the attendants of the webinar on the current status of the trilateral negotiations. There was also a telephone conversations with the official of the Norwegian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, an official in charge of neighboring countries in West Africa. He briefed them on the situation in Ethiopia and what really we expect from the government of Norway. Otherwise, Ethiopia and Brazil have conducted second bilateral political consultations on the way, on the scheme of strengthening the relationship between Brazil and Ethiopia. As you know, we have had the first consultations by 2018, whereby we have signed several agreements, though we have not implemented them. Now this time around, there was consultations on how to proceed with the implementations of these agreements. Otherwise, our embassies abroad have been undertaking various activities by way of interacting with the officials of the host countries, promoting investment and economic diplomacy. In this regard, we have mentioned our Consul General in Los Angeles, as well as our embassy in Beijing. They have been carrying out various promotions with regard to economic diplomacy. Otherwise, with regard to statements that have been given out by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, this week there were about 3 statements that we have come out with. One was on the recent American measure by way of restricting visa on Ethiopian officials. In that case, the statement clearly expresses the fact that the measure taken is not a reflection of the historic relations existing between the two countries. Ethiopia and the US have had 120 years of diplomatic relations. They have had close cooperations in fighting terrorism and working toward this regional peace and stability. And in this statement, it was clearly made clear and official that Ethiopia does not accept and does not consider this as a statement that measures up to the level of the relationship between the two countries. Otherwise, citizens abroad have been carrying out various activities, of which the Defend Ethiopia Task Force in Europe can be mentioned. They have been carrying out protests, virtual protests, and they have been resisting what others have been doing against Ethiopia. And the slogan is Hands Off Ethiopia. Otherwise, only this week we have repatriated about 1,136 Ethiopians from abroad.